Hello, everybody. We're bringing some new energy today. We're doing another A to Z for the Smite Warriors in Conquest. Um, Today, we're doing Erlang Shen, the illustrious sage. Um, Erlang, how is he right now? I think he's good. I think Erlang is fine right now, actually. Um, I think he's actually one of the better attack speed, like auto based attack speed warriors right now. Um, he's got really good clearing, he's got really good damage, really good 1v1 potential in lane. He's really safe with his ult. I freaking hate Erlang ults, by the way. I hate how is an ability that is so easy to interrupt. It has screwed me over so many times in me trying to get my ult off, which for some scenarios is so important for you to like live is by actually being able to get your ult off in time, and sometimes you gotta time it so perfectly because you don't get you don't get your big heal right away. You get your heal a little bit after your ult, so it's really hard to. And when that's ult's getting interrupted, like it's such a pain. But yeah, I think Erlang's fine. He's not really one of my favorite. He's not really one of my favorite warriors in the game to play. In terms of like actual like just having fun. I think he's actually kind of somewhat simple, and like his kit's not super interesting. But I think he's fine. I mean, I don't have anything really against Erlang. It's just I prefer other warriors to play. But he's a warrior. He's in Smite, so you gotta play him for the A to Z. But that's fine. Today we're actually building. It's pretty typical to build Death Toll on Erlang. It's also pretty typical to build like an early Berserker Shield or sometimes a Phalanx because that item's decent right now. But we're actually going to go a little bit of a power start today, and not power as in just like a full damage item, but power as in we're going to go a hammer. We're going to go a Frostbound hammer specifically, because Final K was doing some videos on that, and he's been building it a lot, and he says that it is a very underrated item right now. It's probably one of the most OP items to go in solo lane right now. So I really was interested to try it out on some characters. And I thought it might be really good on Erlang because we auto a lot, we proc, we have good chances of procking it a lot. We're able to get that right before Uller is able to steal it. Yeah, and we're against an Uller solo today, so that's fun. I'm not super worried about this laning phase. Uller solo is, if you're wondering like why there's an Uller in solo lane right now, playing a solo. Uller solo is actually kind of a common-ish pick among higher ranks in the game. Pro players like Haddix, Sot, and stuff like to play Uller solo, and people like to emulate that. Otherwise, I don't think anyone would be playing Uller solo, honestly. And it's not a pick where it's like, oh, it's like a really good like, it's like a secret like you go tank on Uller and it's actually really good. Which I mean, Final K has done before, and he's made it look really good, but that is not usually the case. Usually, Uller solos build full damage and just build normal, as if they were in the ADC lane or something like that. So, and yeah, he did go beads, so he's going to be missing a lot of farm if he's backing too often right now. So I think it's going to be a really simple lane. It's going to be kind of a boring lane, unfortunately, but that's just how it be sometimes. I'm just going to try to put pressure on him whenever we can. I'm not super worried about him like burning me super quick, not unless he gets a gank. So I'm just going to play up and use the pressure I established early. We still got a pot. We still got pots. We're still healing up. We're just going to actually run over to our blue. We're not going to look for a blue invade right now, just because Uller actually has a really good chance of... He's really good, like, secure with his damaging abilities, and, I mean, good chance Nem's over there doing it anyway. So we're gonna clear our blue, and we're going to head back to lane, and we definitely want to be up for a totem again. We want to get our wave, make sure it doesn't go into tower, and we want to be up for a cooldown buff, because while we have pressure, we want to be making sure we're getting these these buffs and these camps off cooldown. Because that is how you keep pressure, is by constantly farming, constantly growing in levels, and just getting more gold and just becoming harder to kill with levels and stuff like that. We got Kali gank inbound. I wasn't able to get the ult off before he jumped. If I was, he probably would have just beads it and walked away. But it actually might have given us a split-second chance to get a couple more autos in him, and we actually might have gotten a kill on him, unfortunately. That's alright, though. Yeah. Fortunately, they did just die in left lane. Kali was unfortunately in right. I mean, that's just how it happens sometimes. Sometimes your jungler's on the other side of the map because they try to make a play happen over there. And sometimes you get ganked. That's just how it goes sometimes. Not really Kali's fault. And she helped me kill his bastions as well. And she, yeah, put some pressure on the Uller. So I think we'll be doing fine. Definitely want to keep playing like we have pressure. We don't want to be playing too scared of this Uller right now. Definitely because he's going to be focused on clearing wave right now. Just gonna hit him. I got a Frostbound proc on him. I'm just going to slow him down a lot. He's got to be really careful of what he wants to focus on, killing the totem or living. Yeah, unfortunately we weren't able to quite get to him. We did get totem, but we did put a lot of damage on him. And he's actually getting a Nem gank right now. I'm going to pop an ult just so I can probably live. Yep, I got a Frostbound proc on them both as well by getting an auto off. And I was able to use my turtle form, which makes it tanky and gives me a little shield to kind of just like get away from the fight. It looks like Nem's going back to the jungle. My blue's actually coming up right now. It's bad timing for me, really, because this Nem's definitely going to be sticking around. Definitely going to be trying to get this blue when it comes up. She's also doing Kali's camps back here. Definitely good to steal camps if your jungler's on the other side of the map. I actually get her ult. I don't think she kills me if I play safe enough. Yeah, she gets my blue, but we kind of burn her ult for it. So honestly, that's not a bad trade for me. Morgan is coming over. Not really any point there. They kind of just pieced the scene when they got my blue. And Kali was actually able to get a kill in left lane. So honestly, that's worth if they're able to get a kill in left for like putting pressure in my lane. That's totally fine. Let me get an easy totem there. This Uller's actually really low on mana right now. If I can, I want to try to force these waves into his tower, but it looks like he's gonna back here. That gives me a really good chance to clear this wave out as fast as possible, push the whole thing in the tower. He might miss this whole wave if he's not fast enough. Not having teleport will do that to you, and also not having the sustain to stay in lane will do that to you. Yep. So both his bastions are down, and he's gonna be missing mostly that whole wave, it looks like. So we'll be giving a little bit of a farm lead and get some damage on his tower for free. We probably will build into a Berserker's next, get some attack speed online. Phalanx wouldn't be a bad item either, because obviously Uller's going to be autoing us with his ranged autos as well. But that's fine. I still like to go Berserkers over Phalanx, more common, more often than not. I just like the item a little bit better, and I just like the inherent attack speed you get. Because if you're just fighting, you're just clearing buffs or something, and no one's fighting you, no one's autoing you, you're not getting any attack speed, you know. So I like just having the attack speed built in. I'm going the Uller here. We're actually able to dodge his axe. We got a Frostbound proc on him, so every time we get that Frostbound proc, he's going to be slowed up down a lot, and we're going to get a lot of free autos on him. We're going to ult him just for pressure. We're not really able to kill. With my ult down, though, he might play up in lane because he's going to be less scared of me, and that actually gives us a really good chance for a gank because Kali's in the area. He actually jumps to the back of my wave, which is actually going to cost him his life. Yep. And we burned his beads as well. Very, very good play by the Kali there. So that was actually a really good play by us, too. We were basically kind of burning the ult and trying to get him scared early. That way, when we kind of back off and we're like, we're kind of like playing like we're not able to kill him, and that gives him the confidence to push up in lane when he really shouldn't be without wards, because obviously he didn't have wards down if Kali was able to get a gank like that off. So really good play by Kali there, not a good play by the Uller, and yep, we're just gonna keep pushing our lane, keep putting pressure on our lane. Yep, and they're getting kills across the map as well. That's nice. Good totem here. We can get these off cooldown. We're having the pressure for it. Looks like Uller's just sitting in tower right now. Maybe scared of another Kali gank. Who knows? Pin from a distance. Get a little root on him. We get the slow on him. Just gonna walk away. Clear these minions out. We're gonna get going on this this camp right here as well. I hope that he doesn't steal this. Definitely looks like he's trying to, and he does steal it with the 3, unfortunately. Yeah, that 3 on his bow stance is actually a really good secure tool. I was kind of worried he was gonna do that. I was kind of hoping he would just focus on the wave and not worry about trying to secure that, but obviously he gets away with doing it. Actually stuns me out. I knew he was gonna go for that buff eventually, so I was gonna try to watch and see when he did it, and I was gonna go on him as soon as he did it. Unfortunately, he just gets the stun on me, gets the buff, and just jumps away. And now there's an E-set coming over. I believe this is E-set support. Yeah, she's sticking around. I know she's still here. I'm playing like she's not. Okay. Gonna just sidestep her abilities really quick. I'm actually gonna fight, because I'm not super scared of the E-set. And I'm actually doing a lot of damage to her right now. I got her ult off. Okay. Getting our Frostbound proc, we're actually gonna keep fighting here, put some more pressure. Not super scared yet. This other though is still full health, and I'm getting kind of low now, so I'm actually gonna back up a little bit. So yeah, Isa came over to put some pressure on my lane. Not sure how well that's really gonna work out for her though, because she's kind of losing pressure on other parts of the map for being here. Unfortunately, we're still dying in left lane, unfortunately. But now we have Morgan actually ganking from the top. This is actually a really huge play by her. She was able to push her tower. And now she's getting a huge gank on him. We're able to burn his beads. Are we able to kill him? Morgan might just kill him with her ult, and she does. Nice, good play. Nice. And it looks like she's just gonna push the tower. She probably doesn't have to worry about that. We're not doing a whole lot of damage. Oh, never mind. She's actually burning that thing so quick. Minions OP, I guess. Damn. Yeah, tower down, I guess. Sorry, Uller. And she's doing his blue as well. That's funny. Yeah, nice. We have the pressure over here to do it, and that was a really good gank by Morgan, so she can kind of just do that stuff for free. And it looks like she's been doing a really good mid as well. Mid tower's almost down, and she was able to spare the time to come over and put pressure on Uller. Definitely going to build net berserkers now. I'm going to get the persistent teleport up, and I'm not sure what I should get here. Maybe just the beads. I think I'm just going to get the beads. I really don't want to be CC'd to death. And if I really need to, I can beads and then pop the ult if I'm getting cancelled out of it a whole bunch. Mid beacon is up. I'm actually going to rotate. I'm just going to walk up mid lane to try to help there. Ganasha's getting chased by E-set. He should really just be backing up. He doesn't quite die to her. That's just really good. That burns her ult as well. And now that we secured it, I'm actually going to go on her and see what I can do. She gets the stun on me. I get a pin on her. I get the slow. I'm just going to pop the ult. See if I can get a kill on her. Fortunately, Rock comes back just in time to help her out. Plus, I don't think we could have stuck to her anyway. So, unfortunate. Yeah, we're just going to call completed and walk away. That's fine, though. Just a little damage test, see how we're doing there. Uller's back to sitting in lane and clearing buffs again, or clearing waves. I'm gonna do the same. Yep, just gonna dodge out his abilities, just clear wave, not really worry about him right yet. Just wanna clear out these minions. See if we can, you know, we just jumped at Kali there. I don't know if we can gank that. Coming over, he's just running away now. It's just stun. Nice, they're killing in mid too. Yeah, Morgan's popping off. Hopefully we can get to her in time to help her out though. I'm gonna throw a pin out. Yep, we pinned the Nemesis. We're able to stop her in her tracks when she's down. And this Uller, tower's down, is really low. This Uller's out of mana. Ooh, he just has enough to make the jump happen. And Medusa shows up and she dashes away. So we're not really able to chase them out. But we should be doing we should do Gold Fury here actually. We're all up. We got a bunch of kills. We have a lot of pressure in mid right now, so we should be just kind of grouping up and doing this. It'd be kind of nice if Kali and Marty kind of came to this when I called it. We don't want to take too long here because if we spend too long at this objective, we'll get really low, and it gives the team to kind of counter gank us and kill us all and kind of steal the objective. So it's good to kind of like go to objectives as soon as it's called out, so you're not making your teammates wait too long. And the longer it takes, the more it's gonna affect how well you're secure and like your overall playmaking is gonna go. I'm gonna get Shoguns next. I'm actually gonna call out I'm getting Shoguns as well, because Shoguns is gonna help a couple people on our team. It's gonna help Marty get his autos off. It's gonna help Kali, who is a very auto based jungler, and of course it helps me just because my autos hit really hard. I'm gonna rotate to this because Uller is definitely over here. Hopefully Ganesh can stop the Nemesis from killing Morgan. Just dive in tower for her. Unfortunately, she kills her with the shield. See if we can counter gank this. I'm gonna get an ult off here, kind of keep her locked down. Does a really good knock up on Ganesh as well. Unfortunately, he beats the silence, so he could jump the wall, and I wasn't quite close enough to hit my autos on him. Otherwise, we might have killed there. Gonna throw a pin out, put some pressure on them to not step up. We might be able to do Fire Giant. Kali is backing though. Maybe we can just do these ghosts for now for farm. I'll put a ward out here in right lane just in case anyone wants to try ganking in the future from that direction. We'll know. Just gonna head back to lane for now and keep farming. Still only level 14 and 15 minutes in the game, almost 16 minutes. Uller is currently in mid as well. Yeah, unfortunate. Maybe I should have stayed over there to help them fight. I just didn't really know if we really needed to. I mean, there's not really much to fight over there right now. Gold Fury is down, and that gives me the chance to keep farming. She wants to look at Fire Giant now, or Pyromancer, I mean. I can definitely run to that. I'm just gonna back get my Shoguns first, and I can actually teleport to that. I'm gonna teleport to that ward. I know Uller just passed by it. I'm gonna teleport to it and look mid and see if we can go on this this east set. I'm gonna call it the gank. Yep, the boys are right on top of it. Should just be a dead Isis. East set, I mean. I like auto programmed saying Isis because that's what she used to be called, and then she got her name changed. So my brain had like a turtle. You have no available consumable slots. Okay, thank you, game. Yeah, I got it. First time that's ever happened. I've never seen that before. That was so crazy. I'm gonna fight this. They definitely don't know that we got a whole squad around the corner. Yeah, Nemesis tried going us on there. She probably thought I was out of position, but she didn't realize how out of position her Ra was. So yeah, we're just gonna get a free kill on the Ra. Make Nemesis back up. It's just really low. Let's see if I can try to go on her here. That's her shield. She's actually dodging us really well right now. Damn. I kind of sat in tower for Kali to like kind of run through it and like start doing stuff, but she kind of didn't make that play. So she kind of just ends up killing herself, and yeah, we're gonna have to back up. Unfortunate. Yeah, I feel like we could have killed that Nemesis. We just really didn't quite play enough. She did a lot of good juking. Kali definitely should have just dove as soon as I was in tower. I mean, I was sitting in tower for her, basically. She should have just, even if she didn't want to like go on someone, she should have just walked through tower to get out of danger, or just walk back into the jungle. I'm just gonna walk up mid again. Marty's gonna be careful and left. We have no wards on the left side, so he might be getting ganked, and he is. Just gonna try to go on the Medusa here. I'm gonna look away for Medusa ult, that way I don't get stunned. Just gonna get an ult on her. Get her beads and her Aegis. We get both her relics. We're gonna keep fighting her. We get a Frostbound proc. She hasn't dashed yet. I'm kind of waiting for that to happen. There it is. Yeah, I saw the Nem behind us, so we're not able to quite keep chasing the kill. And that's Nem ult, actually. And that's her dash. That's her other dash. We actually might be able to stick to her. Unfortunately, I don't land the pin. But yet Morgan ult takes care of that. Nice, that was a good play. Oh, and nice, Morgan finishes the kill there. I'm going to call out that Medusa used all her relics as well. Should be easy kills for Kali next time she gets her abilities up and she comes back in. We should just be backing up. There's not really too much to fight for, unless they step up like that. Never mind. Yep, we have the burn with Kali. We actually might be able to just get tower here now. We don't have Marty, but we do have Kali, and we got bombs. Look at that. That's nice. You're just kind of running at these people right now. At this point, nice. They're still we're just killing them for free. At this point, yeah, those kills were a little too free, so we definitely stayed around a lot to get the kills on them and then leave. But at a certain point there, I was like, okay, we're not really fighting for anything anymore. We should just totally just back up. We have tons of pressure, we're getting tons of kills. We just back up and do objectives for free, and that's what we do eventually. I called it Gold Fury. I started up. I have to get out because I'm pretty low and I don't want to die to Gold Fury or by a gank by somebody. So I'm just gonna step out, let them finish the job, and they're able to get the job done just fine. It's definitely gonna get some wards. Late game, I usually like to sell my chalice of healing because you just really don't need the. It's really that chalice is really just for sustain and lane, and it's not really so much for healing in the middle of fights so much. It's definitely more important to get some wards out. That's what I like to do. So I just like to sell the chalice. That allows me to buy sentry wards along with normal wards as well. It's definitely good to be centering stuff. Yep, we're just clearing out the jungle right now. We're gonna ward the back over here. We have a lot of pressure in this game right now, so I can definitely ward high for free. There's a Medusa just chilling right here. I'm gonna go on her a little bit. It's her dash. Kali's having a huge gank here actually if she gets in there. Medusa no dash. Unfortunately the whole team's here. I'm gonna have to try to body block for this Kali a lot right now. I popped the ult to try to get the Nemesis off of her. Did my best to body block there. I'm trying to decide where to go here. Probably gonna go right to help since there's a lot of people over here. Fortunately, Morgan doesn't quite kill with the ult. I'm gonna just stay on this E set so she doesn't get to Morgan in time to stop her from killing Nemesis, which she does, which is really nice. We actually get I almost said it again. We get E-set Aegis for some reason. I'm pretty sure she's a support, right? Why is the support of Aegis? That's pretty troll. But yeah, that's unfortunately Morty dies to the Raw, but we do get the tower. And we actually might be able to get Phoenix here if they're not ready to defend. Yeah, he died and left. So with Medusa and Ra not here, we're able to just kind of walk into Phoenix and get a Phoenix kill because we still have a lot of attack speed, a lot of burn with me and Kali. So yeah, I'm just gonna back up and we can grab minion waves and we can actually possibly go for mid Phoenix. Might not be the play though. Yeah, we should just be backing up. If anything, I can teleport to that. They really need the help. I'm gonna get an Archdruid's Fury. It's just a good item. And I think I might get a Spirit Robe for final item here. Alright, I'm gonna teleport at Fire Giant. Just so we can start positioning around it. And there's a Medusa clearing out waves. She definitely doesn't see me coming. So I'm gonna go on her. That's actually her dash. I'm gonna try to full in her here. I'm gonna dodge her ult by looking away. Unfortunately, she gets back up from Nemesis. I definitely kept pushing. But I'm gonna fight her too, because I'm not too scared of the Nem right now, even if she ults me. And definitely keep proccing her with Frostbound procs, making her really slow. Unfortunately, the team's nowhere near. Her team's definitely way closer. I'm gonna call it the Medusa Relics, just so they know. that she's basically a free target for this next fight. And I'm just going to do this blue buff real quick as well. Definitely want to stay in the region. Looks like Ra's coming over. I don't know if I'll be able to secure this. I definitely want to try to stay alive at this point. They're doing Pyromancer. We got Pyromancer. Yeah, they could have gone at me really hard there. I don't have ult anymore, and I kind of eat the raw ult. And so does Kali, unfortunately, but I'm going to have to back up. Now I'm taking way too much damage. I don't have ult to sustain. I'm just going to try to stay away from the Nemesis. Hope she doesn't blink on me. I'm just going back right now. So I have the back, and unfortunately I don't have the teleport to get back into the fight really quickly. And we don't really have any wards in right anyway. But our Morgan's been doing really well this game, so I'm kind of confident that she'll do all right, and she'll keep the team in a good place for this Fire Giant and maybe for an end game call. Actually, it looks like it actually just looks like they're running up right lane right now. I'm gonna make the Fire Giant call, see if that's what they want to do. It looks like they're coming back. Yeah, it's definitely, it should be a really easy Fire Giant. Ra's down. That's their best secure for Fire Giant. So yeah, Marty definitely needed to listen to that call. He's kind of been going off by himself a lot this game. That's why he kind of keeps dying. Definitely needs to be grouping up with the team. I'm gonna start hitting this a little bit. And as soon as Marty gets here, I'm actually going to walk away and start zoning. Going to walk into the jungle and just make sure anyone who wants to try to step up, get a steal chance on it, or just like take a look at how things are going, they're going to be punished for it because they don't have the pressure to be up this far. Here's Medusa. Yep, she gets a really late ult on it. That was a really bad play by her. I get a Frostbound proc on her, and we lock her down in place with the ult. She had no relics to get out of that situation. Really risky play for her. So yeah, we're actually going to gank middle lane as well because Kali is going full in on the Nemesis. Or not the Nemesis, who is that? That's Isis. Or Iset. God damn it. Oh, and Uller just left, unfortunately. I haven't seen him in a while, so he probably just gave up. Unfortunately, Marty insta-dies to the Nem. But we're stalling just for Kali to come back. We kill her with the pin, and we actually kill Rari after he misses his ult, so yeah, as soon as we get minions in there, we should just be a win. And it's a win anyway, they just gave up. Yeah, unfortunate for the Uller just to leave the game like that. That was pretty rough. I don't know when he stopped trying, but I guess it must have been it must have been a couple of minutes because I just was not seeing him. Yeah, unfortunate. Bad sport, I guess. But, I mean, yeah, that team really lacked a tank because that E-set was definitely not very tanky. I don't think she was building very tanky, and of course Uller wasn't building tanky either. So they just lacked a front line basically, which is really rough into a comp like what we had, where we're just like a hard to kill comp that has like a lot of healing and a lot of sustain in fights, and we're able to kind of just burn targets really quickly. Yeah, it was a relatively short game. Unfortunately, I had to end on a surrender and like a DC and stuff. But overall, I think I played that laning phase really well. I think I played ganks really well. Pretty good showing of what Erlang is capable of, and how good Frostbound Hammer is right now. Frostbound Hammer came in clutch so many times that game. Came in clutch. It was helpful. Definitely a helpful item. So yeah, definitely gonna be using it more and some other builds, see how it feels. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.